Alright guys, I'm so sorry about that. I apologize. Please forgive me. I think something went wrong. I apologize. I'm going to start again. Alright. So today I'm going to be asking 4 questions to get to know someone. Alright. Let's just dive deep and let's do this while we're at it. Alright, so the first question I'm going to ask you guys, my fans, my beautiful fans today is, okay, question number 1. What are you most passionate about? So that's question number 1 for today's video. So what are you guys most passionate about? It can be anything in life. Alright, are you passionate about playing sports? Are you passionate about listening to music? Are you passionate about yourself in person, So please let me know in the comment section below your answer to question 1 for today's video on how to get to know someone better. So what are you guys passionate about? Are you passionate about playing sport? Are you passionate about going certain places? Are you passionate about making friends, meeting new people along the way? I'm going to try and make this video short and simple today. Alright, so what are you guys most passionate about? Please put a comment in the comment section below for question 1. In life, we are all passionate about something. Something always amuses us. Always something gets our best interest. You know what I mean? So what are you guys passionate about? Alright, so please let me know in the comment section below for what you guys are passionate about in life. Alright? Because life is a very beautiful thing, of course. And yeah, so what do you guys like? What are you guys passionate about? Alright? So that is question number 1. Scraped off the spatula. Done. Alright, question number 2. Question number 2. What are your goals in life? Alright, so guys, what are your goals in life? What goals do you want to achieve in life? Alright, in general. It can be a short-term goal, can be a long-term goal. I think in a couple of videos ago, I think I actually did bring up a question similar to this, I think. But yeah, what are you guys' goals? What are your goals for the future? What do you want to achieve, I think I did actually bring this question up. I actually did. Yeah, I remember now. I did bring this question up to you guys. I think about 2 videos ago, or 3 videos ago. I did raise this question to you guys. So what are your goals? We all have goals in life we want to achieve, but unfortunately, sometimes we just don't reach those goals, you know what I mean? We don't achieve what we want to achieve, you know what I mean? We can make an effort, but sometimes we can't achieve what we want to really achieve, our goal, An example of a goal can be, I want to ride a skateboard, but I'm scared I'll keep falling off my skateboard. Well, I'll tell you guys something, never give up. When you fall off, I suppose you get back up and you keep, going on the skateboard. Never give up. If you fall down, get back up. Never give up. You know what I mean? So yeah, so what are some goals, or what are your goals, your personal goals, you want to achieve in your life? Alright? Can be a long-term goal, could be a short-term goal. Let's say a long-term goal. I want to go overseas, yeah, and I want to explore, let's say, India. Alright? I want to go overseas and see the Taj Mahal. I want to go to India. That is a long-term goal. It can be a short-term goal, but it's a long-term goal, Compared to a short-term goal like I want to learn how to ride, a bicycle, That's a short-term goal. You want to learn something is a short-term goal. You want to travel somewhere, that's a long-term goal. You know what I mean? You want to achieve. Alright, so what are some goals you want to set in your life? Alright? There are a lot of them. Hear me out. Alright, guys? My fans, please hear me out. There are a lot of goals you want to achieve. You personally. Again, I am not you guys. I'm myself. So I am my own person, There are a couple of long-term and short-term goals that I want to do. I'm more on the short-term goal side. I'm not really a long-term goal person. And if it is, it's going to be a very long time for my long-term goals to arise. Alright, so that's question number 2. What are some goals you want to achieve in the future or in your life in general? Alright, question number 3. Alright, question number 3. Question number 3 is... kind of going a little bit quick now with the video. Question number 3 is... what's a memory that makes you smile? Is there one memory in your life, in your guys' life, that makes you smile, that makes you happy in general? If you look back, if you reminiscent, if you look back at your life, at your past, and you had to pick out one moment that makes you smile, what would it be, or would make you happy? Just sit down, think, just reminiscent, reminisce those good moments, Let's say a good moment is... I reminiscent the time that I went to school, you know what I mean? I miss going to school, I wish I could go back to school again, but unfortunately we can't go back to school again. That was in the past, and what happens in the past stays in the past. We can't change the past, you know what I mean? We can only look at the present time, which is the present, and of course, guys, there is the future of what's gonna happen, in the coming weeks, months, years. But we're talking about what's a memory that makes you smile. There are a lot of good memories in our lives that make us smile. Being with family, being with friends, family gatherings, you know what I mean? Christmas time is definitely a time or a good memory to smile, because at least the family, the friends get along, have a great Christmas dinner, and that, you know what I mean? That is a good memory that makes me smile. Christmas, Easter, New Year's Eve, your birthday, the day that you were born, alright? The day that you were born definitely makes you smile. So We're talking about big events like Christmas, your birthday, Thanksgiving in America. What else? Easter. Those major, massive events, you look back and you're reminiscent on that. It's good times that you smile. Can be with your best friend, can be with your family, can be by yourself, just sitting in the park alone, looking back, thinking, you know what, there was a really good time in my life that I really enjoyed, you know what I mean, that I really loved. I'm going to sit down and have some reflection time, a good time to reflect on what happened in my past and what made me happy, what once made me happy. I'm going to reminisce what once made me happy, you know what I mean? I'm going to sit back and reflect on my life and my past in general, But what is your answer to number 3? What's a memory that makes you smile in your life? Please leave a question for question 3 in the comment section down below. And the last question, this is a pretty quick video today, so I'm speedy. I have a little bit of energy today, so that's good. And the last question is number 4. Last question, number 4, is, and I think I've actually told you guys this question before as well, is what's a valuable lesson you've learned? So what's a valuable lesson you've learned in life in general? I'll put it up a little bit so you guys can see. What's a valuable lesson you've learned in life? Or a valuable lesson you've been taught in your life, you know what I mean? Maybe your parents have taught you a valuable lesson. Or you've just learned a valuable lesson in life in general, you know what I mean? So what has been a valuable lesson you've learned in life? My valuable lesson in life, I've learned to be kind, to be compassionate. To be kind, to be compassionate, to be honest, not to lie. Be honest, be trustworthy, be compassionate, be supportive. Be honest. Honesty is the best policy. You know what I mean? Be honest. In all fields of life. To be kind, be compassionate, be honest, show respect, have manners for elderly people, if, an old lady or an old man wants to sit down, stand up, offer them your seat. That's out of respect, that's out of manners. Alright, you guys know that. So what's a valuable lesson you've learned in life? Maybe you've learned from a mistake, your past mistakes. You're like, okay, I'm not going to do these mistakes again. I want to be good, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do these mistakes again, So I'm going to change myself and I'm going to be good, You know what I mean? I'm going to be good. I'm going to change myself. You know what I mean? I'm going to make a change. It's always good to make a change. Don't go back to what you once did, your past mistakes. Because, of course, your past mistakes are going to haunt you. And they're going to come back and haunt you here and there in your life, Those memories, those mistakes are going to pop up in your head. you know, in your brain. In the future, it's just, I think, just a basic reminder of what you did wrong in your life and not to do it again, you know. So that's another great way to learn from your mistakes. So what's a valuable lesson you've learned? All right, be kind, show respect, you know, accept what life has to offer, you know what I mean? Don't be negative, be positive always. Even though we are surrounded by negative things, there's always a negative side of the fence. And then there's the positive side of the fence. It's cut in half, it's split in half. But yeah, we always have to be positive. It's always good to stay positive. And it's a damn shame that anxiety just ruins the fun. It's just a damn shame, I know. Yeah, so basically, that's all I want to ask you guys today, is these 4 questions. I'm going to quickly recap the 4 questions of the day that I asked you guys. This is your guys' homework. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I just sneezed. I apologize. Please forgive me. Excuse me. Alright, so the first question today was, what are you most passionate about? Okay, so what are you most passionate about in your life? Number 2, what are your goals in life? So what goals do you want to achieve? What goals do you want to learn? What goals have you learned? Number 3, what's a memory that makes you smile? Alright, so again, more just reminiscent, you know, look back at your past, think of a time that made you smile or make you laugh. Just think of a time that made you happy. Just pinpoint a time that made you happy in your life, you know. You have to go back to your past and think about a time that made you happy. That's number 3. Very easy homework, right? And number 4, which is the last one, is what's a valuable lesson you've learned? Alright, in life in general. And on that note, I think I'm going to end the video. Alright, I love you guys very much. I hope you guys liked and loved this video that I done today. At least in my intro today, I was well organized, well prepared. Compared to yesterday, I was not prepared at all. I didn't even get my scrapbook out. I had to literally go get my scrapbook yesterday. I was not prepared at all in my intro yesterday, and I do apologize for that. But at least, I'm not going to lie, today I was well organized, well prepared. There's nothing worse than being unorganized. You're in a rush, you're frantic, and it's just not good. And it just kind of, in the long run, or in that here the moment, adds more stress on your head. Alright, so guys, please like to my videos and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys always. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. See you soon.